Bit of water going on there. They have kept the track under control. So going along very nicely indeed. But while we've got this short pause, we'll take some reaction. Abby's going to be joined by Robert Lambert.
Robert, 2 heat wins from 2. What a nice way to start your 2024 campaign.
Oh, it's pretty good, isn't it? You know, it's a nice feeling to do that. So, yeah, great start, and yeah, let's keep pushing forwards to the end.
Keep it pushing.
Yeah, absolutely. He needs to keep it going now. He's put himself in a really nice position after a couple of rides. And Robert Lambert, who has fond memories of this track, can he go one step better? There's the position he finds himself in. He leads the Grand Prix after 2 rides each. He's got the World Championship breathing down, World Champion, excuse me, breathing down his neck. Jack Holder also in amongst it as well. But for that man so far, he's looked mightily impressive, and keeps that going, he's going to be a hard man to beat.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he had a pretty decent qualification this morning too. Actually led from the first block of races, and then of course the track got quicker and quicker in the second block. Made it very exciting and entertaining for us, but Robert will be very pleased with the start he's made.
Indeed he will. Simon Wozniak out here. Jack Holder out for his 3rd ride. He won the previous race, heat number 8, so back-to-back races for Jack Holder. Very impressive so far. And he's looking good. He's on 5 points and going along very nicely. Wozniak needing points. Mikkelsen bouncing back, as did Ty Woofenden. They've both moved on to 3 points so far this evening.
Yeah, Mikkelsen lowered Zmarzlik's colours in that race too, so it was a pretty good effort.
Indeed it was. So the European champion riding like a champion in his 2nd outing after failing to score. This man, Wozniak, who failed to score last time, is looking for more this time. He's on 2 from 2. So not out of it, but work to be done. But for Ty Woofenden and Mikael Mikkelsen, they managed to win last time. But Woofenden off the outside, gate 4, no race wins from there so far. So the lineup for you in heat number 9 is Wozniak off the inside in red, gate number 2 in blue, Jack Holder, gate number 3 in white is Mikael Mikkelsen, Ty Woofenden off the outside in yellow. Now, if anybody can do a turn back, yeah, Ty Woofenden's pretty good at it.
Yeah.
And I do hope that he can do something here. Not working, the run to the first corner just doesn't seem to be working. Whether the racing line is there, possibly is, but they just don't seem to get the grip and the drive on the way to the first corner.
No, and a freshly prepped track, I'm not sure is going to help him too much either.
Well, you can see there the heart rates of the riders, and I'm just hearing some really good news that Dan Bewley will continue tonight. Just looked a little alarming as he was taking his racing gear off there, so pleased to hear that it's just a change of suit rather than actually him retiring from the event. So we will see Bewley once again, so just a bit beaten up, but not sufficiently injured to be withdrawing from the event. Here we go then, heat number 9, takes up. Holder's made a smashing start. He hits the front. He's round the first corner, holding it tight. Here comes Woofenden trying to blast around the outside. Is there racing room? No, he's going to get tight. Wozniak's up the inside with Mikkelsen on the outside of him. Out in front, though, the Australian Jack Holder. He's having a good night. This will see him move on to 8 points and almost certainly into the semi-finals. Looks really good. Bike hooking up beautifully out in front.
Yeah, he's the full package now, isn't he? A perfect start from him. I tell you what, Wozniak, oh, there we see it again, bike lifting very, very quickly. Good throttle control there from Wozniak to catch that one early, but riding right around the inside on the opening lap, turns 3 and 4. That rear wheel was within about an inch of the curve there, so definitely looking for a narrow line, but nothing doing for Ty Woofenden at the back.
Holder out in front, riding impeccably once again. This is going to be his 2nd victory of the evening. Back in 2nd place, Wozniak in the points once again. He'll move on to 4 from 3. But for Jack Holder, he's making it look really quite simple. Smashing first turn, riding really with a lot of composure as well. Maturity, he's had a birthday, 28 years of age now. And he's looking good out there. And he'll be delighted with that. He leads the Grand Prix after 3 outings. 8 points to his name. 3 points for Holder, 2 points for Simon Wozniak back in 2nd place, 1 point for Mikkelsen. Woofenden up and down this evening.
Završeno ide Wozniak, treći
That's desperately disappointing for him. Gate 4 has proved to be tough, but he would have fancied nicking at least a point there. Finds himself under pressure after 3 outings. But Jack Holder, The absolute reverse, he's flying.
Yeah, bike working perfectly. He's just going straight to the corner. Hasn't really got the front wheel in the air. It's just forward motion all the way. And Wozniak there just sneaking up the inside of Mikkelsen. As I said, he had that rear wheel just within an inch of the white line. Of course, it can't cross the white line. You have both wheels over, you're in trouble. You will get excluded from the race. But Jack Holder just looking comfortable, enjoying riding his bike. There he is, just playing with it, having fun. Great ride.
Smashing ride from Jack Holder. As I say, he leads the Grand Prix, but we've got quite a tasty-looking heat number 10 here. Dominic Cabera on the inside. And we've got Robert Lambert out here off the outside gate. Now, he's unbeaten. Can he do something from there? He's got Bartosz Zmarzlik as well over gate number 2. So this is pretty special. Wild card also quite handy as well, Zagar. So
it's not the sort of race you want to be on the gate that isn't scoring any points, is it? Really,
no,
when you've got a track expert inside you, you've got four-time world champion and Cabera, who of course was quickest earlier in qualifying.
Yeah, so a tough one, but any points here for Lambert will be useful indeed. Cabera on the inside in red. Gate number 2 in blue is Zmarzlik. Gate 3 in white is Zagar. In amongst the points, going along okay. 3 points. 6 points out of 6. Robert Lambert off the outside. Gate 4 has proved to be a challenge, a big challenge. Nobody's scoring points from there. No race wins from the outside. Can Lambert buck the trend here? But as my colleague rightly says, he got some big hitters, riders in form, hard chargers, World Championship Speedway. Here we go. Heat number 10, don't take your eyes off it. Takes her up. We're going to the first corner and Zmarzlik gets there. Here comes Lambert now trying to make the best of it around the outside. That is a terrific effort from Robert Lambert to make it into second place. Zmarzlik hugging the inside turn through turns 3 and 4. Zagar now getting the better of Cabera, coming through into third place. But Bartosz Zmarzlik out in front.
He's going to be hard to catch from there. He's stretching Robert Lambert, who's looked quick in his previous 2 rides. Got to say, coming from gate 4, that's probably the best start we've seen. Yeah. So I think Robert Lambert will be quite happy and content now just to sit there, 2 points. And we'll move him on to 8. Great start to the meeting for him.
Bartek Zmarzlik out in front, looking composed. Jack Holder and Zmarzlik looking very good. In actual fact, Lambert has also closed in nicely onto Zmarzlik. Zmarzlik just going to have to keep up to his work as they go through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. But Lambert will be dead chuffed with that. Zagar hanging on in third place. Cabera disappointing there, didn't get amongst the points, but for Zmarzlik joining Jack Holder out in front, and there are 3 riders now moving on to 8 points after 3 rides, getting awfully competitive indeed. But for Bartosz Zmarzlik, what a start it was from gate number 2. 3 points for him. Robert Lambert, a very handy 2 points from the outside gate. 2 points there, and 1 point for Matti Zagar, and Dominic Cabera misses out in heat number 4. This man, like Jack Holder, just very composed, not panicking at all.
Yeah, gate 2 seems to be the gate to have right now. They just seem to be getting the run to the corner, being able to get over gate 1. But as I said, Robert Lambert makes a pretty decent job of a bad job there from gate 4, but I believe Cabera just got a warning in that race for a little bit of movement on the start, so lucky for him. Of course, he will carry that through the rest of the meeting. But Zmarzlik hit the front, looked good. I've got to say, Robert Lambert reeled him in on the last lap and a half.
Yeah,
which bodes well for him.
It does indeed, and it's all beginning to build up very nicely. So we've got 3 riders tied on 8 points: Zmarzlik, Lambert and Holder. They're all doing a fine night's work. Gate 4 and gate 1 to come for the world champion. I still don't understand why riders gave him the opportunity to start from or get the draw number 5. My mind boggles. I don't really understand that, but riders in front of him from the qualifying chose to ignore draw number 5. Working very nicely for the current world champion. Heat number 11. Leon Madsen back out here after a hard charging wing last time. We've got Jason Doyle as well, looking to bounce back after that dramatic fall he had in the first corner. He's a tough customer. He's back for more now. Hülkenberg going along pretty well as well. He's on 4, Hülkenberg, after a handy win. So the lineup for you. He has been quick, yeah. I thought we were going to get the lineup graphic there, but it's just teasing us for a moment. But Leon Madsen just coming off the inside. He's in red. I'll run through it for you anyway. Kai Hülkenberg out of gate number 2 in blue, Jason Doyle off of gate number 3 in white, and Jan Kovac, who's been quite handy tonight, goes from that outside gate where we've just seen Robert Lambert roar around the outside and slip into second place, which was a terrific effort. Can he do something similar? Jan Kovac, I've got to say, is right on the pace.
He's on the pace and he's getting the elbows out too. He got steamed under by Jack Holder, sort of moving him out of the way, and he seemed to learn from that straight away.
He's taken that on board, hasn't he? Yeah. Okay, so he certainly did something similar to Freddie Lindgren, so not showing a lot of respect for his elders there, that's for sure.
You can't afford to do that in this competition.
No, absolutely not. Here we go. So heat number 11. Leon Madsen just taking his time, coming forward for the third ride for all 4 riders here. Here we go then, green lights on, flames up now, and Hülkenberg's made a good jump, but I tell you what, Jason Doyle's made a better one. Fabulous start from the Australian. He fires himself to the front, Madsen coming through in the second place. The German now back in third, Hülkenberg. Round the inside, coming through there is Jan Kovac. Jan Kovac has got the better of Hülkenberg there, smart move from him, but super start from Jason Doyle.
Yeah, brilliant coming from gate 3, just tapping the fence there, launches him into the corner. Madsen hanging with him, putting him under a little bit of pressure. He's looking for the outside line now. He knows he's got a gap, he's not under pressure from behind. He's going to have the speed here down the straight. Fabulous overtake there. Jason Doyle now looking to repay the favour up the inside. I think he's going to do it.
What a race this is! We're into the last lap. Leon Madsen once again firing himself up the inside. Top car Speedway here. Well, wheel to wheel down the back straight for the final time. Leon Madsen and Jason Doyle putting on a masterclass of World Championship Speedway there in heat number 11. Madsen coming through in the end, but by crikey, that was a battle for 3 points. Super Speedway. Doesn't get a lot better than that, in truth. And Jason Doyle will be a touch frustrated to allow Madsen to come through on a couple of occasions, but Madsen, after failing to score first time out, has picked up 6 points in his last 2 rides. 3 points for him there. Doyle, 2 points in second place. Kai Hülkenberg picking up 1 in third, and Jan Kovac failing to score. Lovely race that. That was exciting stuff, that's for sure.
Yeah, fabulous start from Jason Doyle, and Leon Madsen, you could see he was just generating that speed as each lap went by. Seeing now again from the start, what a start from Jason Doyle coming from gate 3. Gate 3 hasn't been bad, it's been better than it generally is on this track, and he took full advantage of that, hit the front, looks comfortable for a couple of laps, and then I don't know whether he was just maybe the tyre getting a little bit hotter than Leon's or something going on, but he just seemed to start losing a little bit of pace. Leon worked it out, we can see there.
I think Madsen just generated more speed here. I think he worked it out. I think Jason may have just been a little bit conservative, but good move there from Hülkenberg later on, but this Speedway in front was brilliant.
Oh yeah, I mean now the lead's sort of changing on every corner. We can see there Madsen, you can see how hard he turns the bike. He goes past him up the inside and thinks, I cannot fall for this, I cannot leave the big gap coming into the next corner, so he turns really hard, and Jason there almost having to put the brakes on.
So Leon Madsen moving on to 6 points from 3 outings after failing to score in his first one. You can see there from gate number 4 he's bounced back in fine style, and he'll be feeling, and you can clearly see he's feeling a cock-a-hoop down there in the pits.
Cock-a-hoop?
Cock-a-hoop, yeah, I like that one. I don't know where I found it from, but I looked around in the toolbox and it was there, cock-a-hoop. Bit of an old-fashioned saying, but Martin Vasilic, massive race for Martin here, world number 3. Picked up a medal last year. He won 2 Grand Prix, hasn't had a good night so far, failed to score from his first 2 outings. Dan Bewley found himself on his backside in the last one. He's bounced himself back and he's got a brand new suit on, and he's back up at tapes, good to see. Lindgren's out, Lebedev's was excluded last time. It's been a tough night at Speedway. Line up for you, Martin Vasilic on the inside in red. Dan Bewley, gate number 2 in blue, Freddie Lindgren out of gate number 3 in white, and Andrei Lebedev's from Latvia will go from the outside in the yellow helmet colour. Here we go then. Bewley needs points desperately. Away we go. And it's Freddie Lindgren. He's made a superstar from gate number 3. Martin Vasilic following him through. Look at Lebedev's around the outside now. Will he keep it going? No, not quite. And Bewley clearly not at his best here. He's tailed off at the back. But look at this. Freddie Lindgren. You can never count him out. And once again, Lindgren grinding away. He's out front.
Yeah, he just keeps collecting the points, and he needed a race win. He'd had a couple of second places, so this will do his confidence the world of good. A bit of fresh air, can ride where he wants. He's not taking any of those stones, as you generally do when you're behind. Bewley sort of settling down, but Martin Vaclik chasing Lindgren. Lindgren can't really shake him.
Vaclik coming on strong here, having a right go. He needs a win. He is up against it. Second place will give him half a chance. Martin Vaclik, here we go. One last chance on the back straight, and the world number 3 getting a bit of the world number 2. What an effort from Martin Vaclik. Fabulous Speedway. What a result for him. Keeps his chances alive. Failing to score first time out. Second time out, he had a bike pack up. And crikey, he showed a lot of character there. Freddie looked like he had it in the bag, but Vaclik had other ideas. Sensational Speedway once again in heat number 12.
Tell you what, Vaclik needed that, didn't he? 2 last places, give himself a chance now with a couple of decent rides.
Indeed. Freddie Lindgren probably can't believe that. But Lebedev's bike packed up there. And he'll be gutted with that. That gifted a point to Dan Bewley, but that man did it the hard way, coming from behind. Freddie Lindgren is probably one of the hardest men to pass. And I tell you what, that man found it, dug deep, and came up with a stunning ride there after a desperate start to the Grand Prix. Good stuff, this.
Yeah, great stuff, and a great start from Gate 3. Gate 3, 2 and 3 seem to be the better gates right now, which is rare for those two to be working middle of the track, but certainly was for Freddie Lindgren there. And Martin Vaclik had to work hard on the opening lap to get himself settled into second place. We see there Dan Bewley now moving up the inside of Lebedevs, who later pulled out of the race, but it was all about what was going on up front as Martin Vaclik gradually worked on Lindgren. Just a little bit of ground on each corner there, big wide corner, realises the grip's there for him, and does well just to get across Lindgren entering the corner, and lets the bike run into the dirt. And yeah, cracking move, and Martin needed that. A couple of decent races to finish, and he could still make the semi-finals now.
Yeah, he's given himself a lifeline, and rides like that, who knows, he might just making his way towards the semi-finals. 2 rides to come. He's going to need at least 5 points, you would suggest, to make it through, but Zmarzlik's out in front, but he's joined. It's quite cosy. Lambert and Jack Holder also on 8 points. Martin Vaclik there will be feeling a little more happy about it. He's got gate number 2 in heat 14. It's his next ride up against Madsen, Woofenden and Lambert. Not easy.
Yeah, the FIM are looking, the referee's looking for a replay of the second lap. I can only imagine he wonders if someone's crossed the white line, perhaps. Not really sure exactly what we're looking at here. No, that one's on the inside, so it's not going to be that.
I'm not quite sure what we're looking for, in truth.
No, me neither.
But during the race itself, I didn't feel that anything was untoward.
Lebedevs has pulled out, but
so I can't see that affecting the first 3 placing that's there. So as I say, Martin Vaclik now on the scoreboard with 3 points, and hopefully we will now get the official result come through. Great looking down on this track. As I say, it's a beautiful evening. It's a balmy evening here. It's almost like summer compared to the winter that we've had in Britain, where we have very rarely seen the sun at all. And we've got Leon Madsen, who's going along nicely as well now on 6 points. Okay, so there is a delay to the result here, but they're sort of saying that Lebedevs may have crossed the inside, but in truth I don't really understand the problem. He didn't
well, he would be a non-finisher then, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he didn't finish the race anyway, but
almost irrelevant.
Yeah, but we'll wait and see. But to my mind, Martin Vaclik won that. Freddie Lindgren was back in second place, he got 2 points, and Dan Bewley was back in third, 1 point for him. But Dan is on 2 points from 3 outings, and that's going to be, well, effectively he's going to have to win his last 2, you would suggest, to have any chances of making the semi-finals. It's been a really entertaining Grand Prix so far, I must say. Coming here, the previous 2 visits, it's been a good start to the campaign, and tonight it's certainly living up to that once again.
Yeah, I mean, in the first couple of, I think it was the first 3 Grand Prix. The track used to break up and it wasn't so good. We had a 10-year break, come back and it's great. Just looking from the drone now, I think we're trying to determine whether Lebedev actually leaves the track, which would deem him to be a non-finisher of this race. I can see there Dan Bewley now coming up the inside of him. And at this stage, it looks like Freddie Lindgren's got this one wrapped up. Of course, Martin Vasilik has other ideas. Now here's Lebedev's, doesn't leave the track. I'm not fully seeing, no, I don't think Lebedev's has. He's just riding around slowly. Certainly didn't down the straight, and now he's sort of back under power. So I would say that's just a straightforward last place.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the fuss is all about. Truth, but sometimes these things happen. But just double checking, I suspect. Sorry, but no, it's an odd one. But at the end of the day, it's either a non-finisher or a zero. And Andrei Lebedev's is struggling tonight, and the result has now come through. It's actually been updated now, so it's 3 points for Martin Vasilik and Freddie Lindgren on 2, Dan Bewley on 1, and Andrei Lebedev's, as we all probably thought, 0 points for him. Here you see 3 riders on 8 points, 6 points for Leon Madsen, Freddie Lindgren on 6, Kai Hülkenberg on 5, Mikkelsen 4, and Wozniak rounds out the top 8 at this stage with 4.
How about a spark of inspiration? Oops! Let's get this thing rolling. Ta-da! Try that on for size. Yeah! Level up in Forge of Empires. Play now for free at FOE.tv or download the app.
The first UK round of the Bennett's British Superbike Championship gets underway at Cheshire's Alton Park this early May bank holiday, with 3 days of high-octane two-wheel competition. Superstar riders including reigning champion Tommy Bridewell, Glenn Irwin and Kyle Wright will be doing all they can to take victories across a triple header of headline races. Weekend admission is just £47 online and under 13s go free. Book now at altonpark.co.uk.
The Great British Broadband Switch is here. And millions of BT customers across the UK are realising they can switch to Vodafone and get the same broadband for less. That's right, the same broadband for less. Now is a great time to switch to Vodafone. Join the Great British Broadband Switch. Search Vodafone Broadband to see what you could save.
Car insurance can sometimes feel a bit puzzling. And until it's solved, everything can seem out of place. With more than 100 years' experience in protecting drivers, Aviva can help make your conundrums click. Helping solve your car insurance puzzles, it takes Aviva. Get a quote today.
Vitality gets your health moving forward. They give you half-price gym membership. Then they reward you with treats! Like up to 20% off hotels on Expedia. And free cinema tickets! Treats! I think they're the way forward, don't you? Vitality. Health and life insurance.
It started with his name, which led me to a wedding and a baby imminent. He worked on the loom, but changing times forced him to find other work. Our cities were transformed by people willing to turn their hand to anything. I discovered he was one of them, my great-granddad, Arthur Wade.
Bring your backstory to life with Ancestry.
If you could take a journey inside your own heart, would you want to see what it remembers? And if there was a way to save it, would you help us find it?
heart stop for 4 minutes. Put in an ICD. Corrects the heart's rhythm.
Your heart is precious. Help us protect it.
New look. Same great taste. Pepsi Max. Thirsty for more.
So slightly unusual, but nonetheless, it's the way it's panning out tonight. Riders prepared now for heat number 13. So heat 13 is not too far away, and it's crunch time for some of these boys now. Mikael Mikkelsen, who's been a little bit up and down, we'll be able to see exactly what's coming up in the next 4 heats here. If you take a look here now, heat 13, 14, 15 and 16, these are the lineups for you. And we've got Lebedevs, Kubera, Kraljevec and Mikkelsen coming out now, and Mikkelsen is on 4 points. Now, a win here would give him a squeak, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And he will probably off the outside though. That's tough. And he's going to have a backer trend there. 13.
Jankovic off gate 3. I fancy him in this race. He's been very competitive so far. It's going to depend because gate 2 is also very good, so it's going to depend a little bit on Kubera.
Yeah, Kubera up against it as well. He needs a big race here, Dominic. He's just on 2 points, not going the way he would like. As I say, Kubera, who unfortunately had a nasty incident in the practice in the Narodowy Stadium last year in Warsaw. So we look forward to that actually in a couple of weeks' time for round number 2. But Kubera needs a win, definitely, if he wants to make the semi-final. Kraljevec the same. So the 2 new boys there looking for big points. And heat number 13, Lebedevs is... well, his chances are very, very slim indeed. He's only got 1 point from 3 outings, so riders just finding it tough here. Mikkelsen on 4, I believe. Yeah, he's on 4. He's had a win and a third and a last. Mikkelsen, the most experienced rider, Grand Prix terms here, is the one that he needs to do and try and keep it going. But gate 4 is, well, no race wins them from gate number 4 so far. So the lineup for you. We'll run through with Lebedevs coming out for 2 consecutive races here. Go from the inside in red. Dominik Kubera will go from gate number 2 in blue. Jankovic out of gate number 3 in white, and Mikkelsen off the outside in yellow. As I say, Mikkelsen is a quality performer. He's working very hard to enjoy his Grand Prix Speedway these days. Last year he was suggesting that he wasn't. There was a massive disparity. The European champion and really struggling in the Grand Prix didn't really quite marry, did it, when you were so successful in one environment and not so much in another. So heat 13, 4th ride of the night for all 4. We're underway. What a start from Kubera. That's a fantastic. Got that bike really hooked up. He jumped beautifully and he's fired himself to the front. Here they go down the back straight, and Kraljevec has come through into 2nd place. Good ride from him. That gate number 4 once again is proving the problem. My goodness, they're all lifting and bucking coming out of turn number 4, that's for sure. But out in front, Kubera, desperate for points, pulling away out in front.
Yeah, great from Kubera. I did feel for Jankovic because I felt that gate 3 could make that work, but Kubera doing a great job from gate 2. Gets himself in front, pulling away in this one now, just leaving the field way behind. But I'm sure Jankovic, he'll move on to 5, okay. Probably not going to make the semi-finals, but he'll be pleased with that.
Kubera, though, came into this race with just 2 points. Going to move on to 5. This is an impressive performance from him. Desperately needed. Kraljevec, a solid 2nd place. Mikkelsen's the one that's really paid the price. But out in front, Kubera with a stunning start from gate number 2. Comes up trumps in heat 13. And gives himself a bit of a squeak of a semi-final berth here this evening, with 1 more ride to come in heat number 19, where he has gate number 2 once again. So who knows? It might be an opportunity for him to make the top 8 tonight. Dominik Kubera out in front, 3 points for him. Jankovic back in 2nd place, 2 points. Andre Lebedev's 1 point for him. And Mikael Mikkelsen, well, that was a bit of a disaster for him. He could have done with at least a point there. He fails to score. Lebedev's night not going the way he would like. Just 2 points points from 4 outings, but look at this start, brilliant stuff.
Yeah, brilliant stuff, really makes gate 2 work very, very well. Again, gates 2 and 3, the better gates there, and Seco, I think it's on this first lap. We can see a lot of lifting going on. I don't know whether it's just a few ruts that are catching them out down there, but yeah, first of all we see Jankovic up in the air, then in almost the same place we see Lebedev's in the air. It's where we saw Dan Bewley get caught out, so there must be something down there.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of a rut coming out of turn 4, Chris, because a couple of them there were lifting quite violently. Glad I'm not on that. Input. Thank you, appreciate it. Anytime, mate. I'm here to help. Lebedev's on 1 point there, but that man wins his first race of the SGP World Championship in 2024, and he's got gate number 2 in his last ride. Can he win that and sneak in? We'll wait and see. A patient wait for him. Heat number 14, though, is next. Lambert's out here. He's having a good night. He's on a joint leader of the Grand Prix after 3 rides each. Martin Vašlik's out as well. He's on gate 2. With Vašlik with a stunning ride to get the better of Freddie Lingman last time. Really did show great determination. But what a lineup this is. Huge race for Woofenden as well. Inside gate, though, is Robert Lambert, red helmet colour. Martin Vašlik out of gate number 2 in blue. Leon Madsen out of gate number 3 in white with a warning. And Ty Woofenden off the outside has changed his bike here. Will go in the yellow helmet colour. Woofenden is on 3. And in truth, needs another win, really.
Yeah. So does
another win.
Vašlik.
And Martin Vašlik, hugely competitive. 6 points for Leon Madsen at this stage. It's Robert Lambert on a tough race, this. Here we go. Which way is it going to go? Takes her up. Martin Vašlik nails it. He's there first. Fires himself to the front. Gone very wide. Just left the door wide open there for Robert Lambert.
He's got a speed.
I think that might have been a mistake there for Martin Vašlik. Robert Lambert gifted the lead there. Woofenden's out the back. Martin Vašlik in the second place. Leon Madsen now sneaking round the inside. Turns 1 and 2. Martin Vašlik coming under pressure, winding it on, but Robert Lambert's in front again. He's going to move on to 11 points if he can hang on there.
Yeah, Robert looking good, but Martin Vašlik, once again, as we saw with Freddie Lindgren, the longer the race goes on, he just seems to be able to wind them in and find that little bit of extra speed. Madsen now coming under pressure in 3rd place from Woofenden, but yeah, Robert Lambert, this looks like another race win.
Out in front, they'll have to go for Robert Lambert. Looking good here. Martin Vašlik just making a little bit of an error there. Will be kicking himself, I think, on reflection. But for Robert Lambert, he's having a fantastic night. That's his 3rd race win of the evening. Moving on to 11 points, just dropping 1 point. He's safely through to the semi-finals. What a night of Speedway it is for him. Can he go all the way tonight for the first time? Not easy getting over the line. Got to get that monkey off his back. But so far, Lambert looking good. 3 points for him. Vašlik back in 2nd place, 2 points. 1 point for Leon Madsen, on to 7 in total. And Ty Woofenden missing out there. For Ty, well, a disappointing night. 3 points from 4 outings. Not going to make the semis this evening.
Look at the reaction here in blue there. Martin Vašlik reacts quicker than everybody. Bike launches off the start. I don't know quite why he didn't elect just to creep around the inside. He's in front. No one's going to be able to get up the inside of him if he does that. He elects to go straight out in the dirt. Maybe just feels that's where his bike's going to react best. But you can't leave Robert Lambert in the form he's in tonight. A big hole like that, he's going to come through it. Great ride from Robert, 11 points. He's qualifying well. He's got to convert that tonight.
Yeah, mustn't overthink it. Just try and keep his mind clear and relaxed. Stand there, Paul, alongside him tonight. It's working very nicely. He's got a good gate to finish on as well, gate 2, which is working well this evening.
Tell you what, Kelvin.
Yes.
Heat 15 coming up looks tasty.
Yes, Holder, Doyle, Lindgren, Zmarzlik. Can't disagree. Zmarzlik off the outside. Now, can we see a heat win from gate number 4? Zmarzlik's on 8. He's just seen a close rival in Robert Lambert move on to 11. Although our graphic hasn't updated itself yet, but I can feel pretty confident that Robert Lambert is on 11 points after his 4th ride. But unfortunately, our graphic says elsewhere. But what a lineup. You're absolutely spot on. Jack Holder, the 2 Aussies on the inside. Freddie Lindgren, who just got pipped to the post last time by Martin Vašlik. Can the world champion do something pretty special round the outside? Martin Vašlik did make it work round the outside, but there's no doubt that these are Well, they're all top-class riders here, that's for sure. So
it's working out well, isn't it? Because the two fastest riders are actually on the worst gates here.
Here we go then, heat 15, star-studded. Doyle's Melis. Oh no, it's Holder making a smashing start on the inside. Jason Doyle nearly coming down. Round the outside comes Freddie Lingwin. Lingwin now coming through in the second place. Zmarzlik strapped at the back. Can he do anything from there? Here comes Lingwin. Oh, Jack Holder swipes across in front of him. Bartosz Zmarzlik up the inside. Jason Doyle now coming through. Can they all stay up? Yes, they can. Lingwin's relegated to the back. What a lap of Speedway that was.
I tell you what is going on here? This is an absolutely fabulous race with Jack Holder doing a great job out front. Freddie Lingwin, look where he's riding now. He's trying to generate that speed to get himself back in the mix. He's on the outside there. Coming past Zmarzlik, nearly out the stadium.
Oh, Freddie Lingwin so brave. Winding it on. Zmarzlik's relegated to the back. Holder's just about there. But Jason Doyle having a real go in second place. What a race of Speedway this is. Heat 15, it was a big billing, and it lives up to it. Lingwin nearly got second place there, you know.
Very close.
Very close indeed. And the world champion misses out from gate number 4. But that was entertainment out of the top draw, people. That was fantastic. Yeah, you were spot on. And a star-studded lineup producing a wonderful Speedway race that we thoroughly enjoyed. For Jack Holder now looking good, looking very good indeed. He's moved on to 11 points as well in total with that race win. And we'll see this all again. It was tight on the run to the line. Freddie Lingwin very nearly stealing second place, but I think Doyle hangs on here, surely. Yeah, Doyle just there. Zmarzlik beaten up there. He probably couldn't believe it.
It was all going on, wasn't it? Didn't know where to look. Freddie Lingwin was almost out of the stadium on turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, brave move from Freddie. 38 years of age, but no lack of commitment there, was there? Absolutely determined to get amongst the points. As we've said more than once, he does it the hard way, Freddie, and that was epitomised there. He hasn't had a race win, but he's had 3 second places and the 3rd place there. That's just keeping him in it. He's moving on to 7. Needs at least a couple, I would say, in his last one. Holder out in front, 3 points for him. Jason Doyle back in 2nd place. Freddie Lingwin 3rd, and Bartosz Zmarzlik misses out in heat number 15, which was a very tasty lineup and a wonderful Speedway race. Something that you would pay the admission fee just to see that race on its own. Smashing stuff. Heat 16's got some living up to do, hasn't it? It really has.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. It's an interesting looking race. Hülkenberg needs a few points here to stay in the hunt for the semi-finals. Wozniak's the same. Dan Bewley struggling tonight. He's been down on the deck. He's only got a couple of points. You'd have to suggest that he could possibly be out.
Yeah, Dan Bewley's having one of those nights that he'll just want to forget. It's been a disappointing evening, but he'll be back for more, I'm sure. Hülkenberg off the inside with a chance if he wins in red. Simon Wozniak, gate number 2 in blue. Dan Bewley, gate number 3 in white. And Matti Zagar off the outside in yellow. Now, all these riders, I would say Bewley's out of it. He's going to find it very difficult. A win, maybe. But
needs 2 race wins to finish.
2 race wins, but he hasn't looked like a winner tonight. He's got to wait until heat 20, where he's got gate 4 up against Bartosz Zmarzlik. So not a great way to finish. Gate 4 proving too tough for the world champion there. So guys just digging around. Heat number 16 will see the completion of the 4th block of races. Everybody will have had 4 outings. We've got 2 riders on 11 points in Holder and Lambert. Bartosz Zmarzlik is at the moment in 3rd place on 8. And then we've got 2 riders on 7 points on Leon Madsen and Freddie Lingwin. But Hülkenberg here, who started with a very fine win, if he can do it again, giving himself a very good chance in the semi-finals. Here we go, heat number 16. Tapes are up. Wozniak, no, it's Hülkenberg. Hülkenberg's got there, right round there.
He's going to get some speed down the back straight.
Bewley now coming on strong, you're right. He's got himself into 2nd place, but he's eaten a lot of dirt there. Eaten an awful lot of dirt. He's got squeezed by Wozniak. No room. Zagar's at the back, the wild card. But Hülkenberg, who started so well earlier on, oh my goodness, look how tight this is. All sorts going on there with Zagar in the picture as well.
Hülkenberg, once he gets out front, he rides nicely. He's smooth on the bike. He's got plenty of speed in the bike too. Wozniak, he's causing a bit of a traffic jam out there. Bewley now battling back past Zagar. Can he get Wozniak?
He's round the outside. Hülkenberg into the last lap, looking terrific out in front. Simon Wozniak really having to work overtime. So is Bewley. Bewley now hitting the dirt. Look at him go, winding it on. One last blast. Can he get into second place? Hülkenberg. This is smashing stuff from the German. Wins his second race of the night. Exciting heat number 16. Speedway really coming alive here in the Millennium Stadium in Donji, Kraljevec. It's a terrific opening Grand Prix of the 2024 season. Can't take your eyes off of it. And the German Hülkenberg says he's in the shape of his life, riding out of his skin tonight. 3 points for Hülkenberg, 2 points for Wozniak, 1 point for Dan Bewley, and Matti Zagar, the wild card, missing out. That's very handy for Hülkenberg. He moves on to 8 points. Look at that. He's alongside Bartosz Zmarzlik, 11 points each for Holder and Lambert. Then we've got Leon Madsen on 7, so is Freddie Lindgren. Simon Wozniak, 6 points, and so is Jason Doyle hanging tough there in 8th place. What a night of Speedway we are enjoying.